Hello folks, part of my continuing effort to do all the CSS battles on video. CSS Battle, CSSBattle.dev, terrific website. Check it out. These are from September 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of 2023, and we've got kind of just a set of columns that maybe if they were, red and green or had red at the top, they would be part of an audio display. This is, I mean, it's a capsule, something like that with a stripe, and then we've got a pencil, an abstracted pencil, maybe shape. All right, so let's see what's that look like. What's this guy? I feel like this is multiple elements. So let's make one of them. So we'll put white on the background. Several different approaches we can take. We could do backgrounds on each one of those that go to the top or go to the bottom, right? So you can set to top and do stripe, stripe, transparent, and then you can do the same thing from the top to the top, from the bottom to the top. So let's do some colors here. What do we got? All right. So this is our start. I think we want to do all these elements to start with. Oh, and accidentally, 60 is the inner margin. So, and 85 is the top margin. 85 is the top margin. And then they've got a gap. Let's do a gap of 10 pixels. I don't know whether that's correct, but let's create more of these. Do we even need a width? I think we do, because we need a display flex. Oh, wait. Maybe we don't need a... No, we do need a width. Okay, here we go, width. I'll do a 10, which is too small. 2, 10. So we've got 2 showing up. Now we've got something interesting happening, is that's centered, I think. We don't want that, or we want it to be taller anyway. Yeah, we would like that to align perfectly to the topmost one, so we're in a good spot. So let's do 60. That number's wrong. Oh, even worse. Oh, whoa, we're already going wrong. Why? Why are we going wrong? I would like, so let's make that width 100. All right, so we got to get the tallest one has to be where we start, right? I think that's true. And so 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69. Maybe because of default margins on the paragraph elements, which then kick into place, something like that. So, okay, so let's get the height right. I know that we've got, let's get the height right. What do we need here? Do we say 30? 30 is each one, and then the gap is like 20? 20? And that is spacing those evenly. I find myself a little mystified. Oh, because it's 20 pixels between, not 200. All right, now I'm not mystified by the behavior. There's 4, and there's 6. Okay, so what do we got? Now we need stripes. And we have variable heights as well. So what do we need to do? I think to to set the heights of these, and they should come up from the top, right? Because they don't all begin at the same point. So that means to me we've got to set a height for each one, and that means this is a variable, var dash dash h, or a 130. And then we've got a linear gradient, right? And as I said, if we do to top, we do this color, and then transparent, and then the white, and then transparent again, and then the white again. Oh, this can work. This can work, and this would be all that we would need. The variables are the final numbers. So the variables are the final numbers. So let's, if we're doing to top, so we say, what is that, 10 pixels, and then 0, 20 pixels, and then 0, and then 50 pixels. Nope, not that one. This one. And then if I add a 0, so that gets us the bottom. So let's go up a little further. 6, 7, 8. And that's all we need for... So then this is a var, and then we're going to need transparent as well at the end. So we've got two variables, var dash dash dash, we'll call it A or 0, var dash dash B or 0. That's our minimum. So the shortest ones are the simplest. So we need better defaults for the rest of this. So that's going to be 90 pixels. And is that 100 pixels? Yeah, so that's, we've got the first ones. Now they all are the same. So 2 and 4 are correct. So what's next? 1 and 5, so we'll make a B. Makes me not like those variable names. Let's call them M and N instead. Okay, so we did the first, we did numbers 2 and 4, and now we would like to do numbers 1 and 5. So that's, we're going to add an attribute B and an attribute B. And then so for B, we need to change M and N. And right now they're 90 pixels and 100 pixels. And we need to increase them. So what are they? 100 and 110? No, not like that. Ooh, interesting. Does that mean we need... Well, we need to go a little taller. Here. Okay, so let's stay focused. The first one is the one we need to fix. So I think that final number is correct. This number is wrong, and then this needs to be a variable as well, doesn't it? Yes, it does. So again, the naming of the variables matters. We're going to say var dash dash n or 80 pixels. and then no, it's O. L, M, L, so it's L. L would then be 90 pixels. I don't know what we're doing wrong here. Okay, so 90, oh, because, oh, no, that's correct. We are getting an effect, it's just not as much as we need. Okay, so we need to go up more. 100, 110, 120. Those have a perfect pattern, so we can do calcs with them. But that means we also need to do these other ones. So that's the third and sixth. Yeah, so third and the sixth. So C and C. C. And we're going to just copy and paste these. And I think they just need to grow then, right? So 110, 120, 130. Is it that simple? That is a match. Let's submit and see if we've got it. I'm curious to see if we've got it, or if there's other edges that we need to consider. But other than that, I think we've got the math. So that's 100% match. All right, so let's then change these to calcs. So it's 80, 90, 100, 100, 110, 120, 110, 120, 130. So we want a calc of var L, which I think means we need to make this a variable now. Var of L, and then this is a calc is var L plus 10 pixels, and then this is a calc of, so now we need to make sure we do the syntax right. Yeah, there's the syntax. And this is this plus 20. There are, I'm sure there are other ways to do this. This is one way. So that means I can remove these. So L, and then if I do a calc of, so if can I do more math here to get this right? So we start at, if I do a calc, maybe that's fine. Maybe that's just fine. I kind of have an impulse to refine this down to a different number. So it'd be what, 11 times 10 pixels, so a calc of 10. We're kind of adding characters there. I think that's fine. I think I'm content with that. But you know, you can go crazy with the algebra. And then when I minified it, I clobbered some of that math. I believe that's these. Yeah, so that's this. Yeah, the plus signs need the spaces. And that's fine. I'm content with that as well. So submit, and we're done. Oh no, we're not done. We haven't done a unit replace, which I think we get one small change there. 100 pixels becomes 25 VW. That's good. That's a fun one. And it's a higher score than I've gotten in the past. And then here's September 3rd with, I feel like I need the template, and if, yeah, okay, so let's do the margins on the element, put our color on the body, and then change the background of this guy, although I think we know it's a linear gradient. It goes from that to transparent to white, and then repeats. I know I'm getting ahead of myself there. So the height is not tall enough to, and then these constraints are not enough. 30, 70, 80, 90, 100, 105. Too small, 101, 102. And then the height is a little taller, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we absolutely need a border radius. That might be it. All right, so what do we need? So if I do no repeat, that's what I get. So I want to make it tall enough to get right to the edge of that white. Oh, and actually I need another one, don't I? The height is not tall enough to close. And we're going to need zeros there to get hard edges. That's roughly it. And then I put a ridiculous color like black behind. So I would just like to get the white to line up correctly, and I would like to get, and then this is I would like the red to line up perfectly as well. So that height is too much. I'm not repeating. 5, 4, 5. How come I'm not seeing the red here? Oh, because that's why. So I didn't have the height to match. All right. So actually, I don't need red. I can replace this with transparent later, which is for my own sanity. And then I can set a repeat. And then if that edge is no good, then I'm bad and I'm sad. Okay, so let's do percentages here. Once I do this, 50%, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Okay, and then 70% here. And then 80%? No, 71, 62, 65, 66, 67, 68. Not a good number. 90, 80. That's not working. Oh, because this number is not right. Why? Accept a good number and take it 90%. 1, 2, 3. I think it's got to be pixels also. 120, 140. That's it. Let's submit and see if we get 100%. If we do, then we essentially have it solved. So that's 100%, and that is a better score than I've gotten before. We don't need two. Oh, yes, we do. I was wrong. We do need background position to start at 0 at the top because we have a height. And that means we need two numbers. So that means we don't need that color. And then that also means that we can use transparent in place of this orange, which is the D8 number. So that can be 4 characters. And that is it. Unit replace and minify and nip and tuck, and we've got it, I think. Assuming we haven't made any alterations. I don't see how we could, but we didn't, so we're happy with that. And then lastly, this pencil. The pencil, I think, is going to have a similar scheme. think. All right, so again, the blank template. Let's move our margins onto the element of a background of the, is this that mustard color again? Maybe. Okay. And then let's use margins to put ourselves into place. 3, 4, 100, 110, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42. Okay. And let's make that height taller to 220. And we've got different choices here. I'm not sure which is the hard. Oh, we've got a border radius we need to account for, or don't we? Okay, and that's fine. Border radius. (20 pixel border radius). Okay. Now we could do 20 pixels, 0, 0. We don't need to, though. We can just do 20 pixels. I don't think that that's going to impact what we can do there. So then, we have a linear gradient that we need to do here. Linear gradient. And I think it starts low, so that means we need a starting X position can be 0, and then we're going to go down 50 pixels. And then our width is 100% and our height is 100 pixels. And then I'm just going to put both colors in as the linear gradient. And a no repeat. And I guess I need the keyword background too. Oh, the little errors that we make as human beings. All right, okay. And then we need, there's our background, and we don't see it. Why not? I'm not sure. Oh, because of the semicolon. That's why. All right, so that's our 100 by 100, 100% by 100 pixel background, and I'm going to put in pink for visibility. So that should be higher. 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. 60. Okay. And then I want it not to be over. So is that the extent? So if it's that background is 100 pixels tall, and actually I would like to cover the yellow part as well. Okay, so once I do that, this will be a gradient. Okay, about 90%. 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Oh. And then 90 here. 91. Maybe. And then once I turn off the no repeat, I've got it. Oh, so that handles the color, but it doesn't handle the point. Does that mean I need a clip path? Maybe. Clip path, polygon, clip path, and the syntax is clip path : polygon. And I'm writing the code before I really have it. 0, 0. So top corner, top left corner, 100% 0. 100% 0, and then 100% 200 pixels, and then 50% 100%, that's the bottom point, and then 0 200 pixels, something like that. So there's your point. It's wrong. The position of it is incorrect. 1817. 170 pixels. And is there a percentage number that we can use? Well, let's submit it and see if we got it. And then we can nip and tuck at it. So that's 100% match. Okay, so can we do that as a percentage of 220? Let's see what we can do. So 70%, 71, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not really. So not great. You want to try some Q units? I can never remember the Q units. 100, 200 Q units, 1.8. Is that better? This is just an effort to learn the Q units. 180 Q units. 180 Q. Is that better than 180 pixels or 120 pixels? Maybe. I'll take it, even though, again, I do not yet understand the Q unit or how to deploy it, when I would deploy it. 50 Q, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 20, 30, 20. I don't like any of those changes. I'm going to leave them as pixels, for goodness sake. All right. Is that it? I think that's it. So again, I've spoken before about the fact that it always surprised me that border radius and clip path were not mutually exclusive, because I feel like at some point I had some project that I did where I tried to use both of them and it ended up in catastrophe, but that may be very, very, very old information. That was a new high score, so only for us. Thanks for playing along. Thanks for watching along. Appreciate you. Here's the final submission. We get to 100% and we're done. Thank you so much for watching along. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.